Hello, this is Natsuya and Gothic Androgyn podcast, and today we're going to talk about keeping watchful as the lion prowls. And so, what does that mean? I know a lot of times that I feel sometimes, you're kind of moving forward and everything goes by rote, and then something changes. And it's like, I guess the easiest way I can put it is if you're in college and you've got this big exam coming up, and all you can think about is studying, but maybe you're not doing that. And it's like there's nothing past that exam. Like that's the only thing in the future. And you kind of get to this point where this exam becomes like the biggest thing in your entire life. And then, in order to say it's something, you have to take a test to graduate. And, you can't see past that. And that is going to like determine where you go next in life or, what your next decision is. And you make it out into your mind that this is like the biggest thing in the whole wide world, and that there's nothing past it. And then when you finally go sit for the exam, it's either the hardest thing you've ever had to experience, but you get through it, or you breeze through it because you did all the studying, and it ends up being not that hard or not that bad, that you kind of made it more in your mind than it actually was. And during that time while you were studying, or during that time while you were procrastinating and not studying, it was this huge deal that there just seemed to be nothing past it. And in those times, it's very easy for, at least I find, to get kind of lost in it and have it, overwhelm you and become like this big monolithic wall. And that you end up, instead of studying and instead of, trying to move towards it, that you end up kind of going around in a circle or just stopping and halting and standing still because you're trying to see, is there a way around it? Can I go through it? Can I achieve it? Can I get it done? What's on the other side? What's next? I don't know. How can I plan for something I can't see? And it's in those moments that you have to, at least I find, go inside and look and determine, you might not be here, alone by yourself. Your ancestors might be with you. Your spirit guides might be with you. You may have angels with you. If you believe in a higher power, the universe, the sun, the moon is with you. And it's in those moments where sometimes we look outside externally to try to find validation. It's always good to reach out, talk to your friends and, confide in people. But in the end, you are the only one who can make the decision for yourself. You are the only one who can move forward. And it's you who are going to be taking that test. And that test is going to determine where you go next. And nobody can take that test for you. Nobody can run that race or, run those hurdles or that marathon or take that trip and travel. It's you who has to go on that journey. And it's not just the destination, what comes after you sit for that exam. It's the process of getting there and what it feels like and the amount of work that you've done. No matter if you have to sit still and stare at that wall that you put up there for a moment and determine how are you going to get through it. Am I going to go around it? Can I go around it? Am I going to climb over it? Am I going to tunnel under it? How am I going to get there? But in the end, you are the one who drives your destiny, and you are the one who will survive and remain.